drill to help you get a feel for swinging the club on the proper plane. First, we need to just establish a target line. So I've got my pin, I've got a ball, and I want to imagine a line going back through the ball, through the camera. Now I've just got a ruler here to help illustrate that. Now I just want to put an alignment rod down the hole in the end of my grip. And there are 3 keys to this drill. The first key is that whatever part of the club is closest to the ground will point towards our ball target line during the swing. The second key is if it's not pointing towards the target line, it's parallel. So if the club is parallel to the ground, it should be parallel to our target line. The third one I'll save for the end. So as I were to set up to my ball target line here, right now my club head is closest to the ground. So as I would go back, I want my club head to trace what would be that target line going back through the camera. Somewhere in here, my club is going to be parallel to the ground, so it needs to be parallel to the target line. Now my grip end is the one that's closest to the ground, so it should point towards the target line, and I can see exactly where it points because of the alignment rod I put in the bottom. As I come back down, I would want the grip end to point towards the target line. Somewhere in through here, the club head, or excuse me, somewhere in through here, the club's going to be parallel to the ground, so it needs to be parallel to the target line. And then the club head would start to trace down that line. Now the third key to this is we need to be turning our body as we do it. If you were to practice incorrectly, you could start to get into a false takeaway or not turning. So again, as we go back, the club head is closest to the ground, so it's going to point towards the ball target line. Somewhere in through here it's parallel, needs to be parallel to the target line. The grip should point to the target line. Start down, the grip would point towards the target line. Somewhere in this area, about just below hip height, the club's going to be parallel to the ground. It'll be parallel to the target line, and then the club head would start to trace down there. So I know if you practice this and do it slowly so you can really see where the club is going, that you'll get a feel for where you're and when you're off in the swing, and I know it'll help you hit straighter shots.